Welcome to the topic on quadratic equations and inequalities. In this particular question, we will be actually looking at how to find a range of values of k for which this quadratic equation over here have real roots. So basically the question asks you, find the range of values of k for which this quadratic equation over here, 2x squared plus 2x plus k equals to 0, have real roots. So what does it mean to have real roots? So basically to have real roots, it means either two things. We can have one root or we can have two roots. So that is what it meant by have real roots. So either we have one root or we have two roots. So we learned that in order to have one root, the discriminant b squared minus 4ac must be equals to 0. To have two roots, the discriminant b squared minus 4ac must be more than 0. So over here, in order to have real roots, it means that either one root or two roots. Then in this case, we will combine these two together. So over here, this is b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Over here, this is b squared minus 4ac more than 0. So to have real roots, it means b squared minus 4ac, the combination of these two is b squared minus 4ac must be more than or equals to 0. So this will be the condition that we will be looking at in order to have real roots. So find the range of values of k. So let's do it. Now we have this quadratic equation over here, 2x squared plus 2x plus k equals to 0. So let me write down in general the quadratic equation, what it looks like. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay? So let's look at this quadratic equation given in this question. It is 2x squared plus 2x plus k equals to 0. So over here, we can see that our a equals to 2. Our b equals to 2. And finally, our c equals to k. Agree? So now using this information over here that we have extracted, we are going to substitute a equals to 2, b equals to 2, c equals to k over here into b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so b squared minus 4ac is more than or equals to 0. Now we are going to substitute all this over here. We get that b squared, which is 2 squared, minus 4ac, a is 2, and c is my k over here. And 2 squared minus 4 times 2 times k is more than or equals to 0. So 2 squared is 4, and minus 4 times 2 is minus 8. And then we have our k here. And this is more than or equals to 0. And 4 minus 8k is more than or equals to 0. Now this means that 4 is more than or equals to 8k. And we can actually write this as 8k is less than or equals to 4. So you can think of it as we are flipping this inequality the other way. So 8k is less than or equals to 4. And then let's divide this 8 over. We get that k is less than or equals to 4 over 8, which means that k is less than or equals to 1 over 2. So there we go, we have our answer over here. So the range of values of k for which this quadratic equation, 2x squared plus 2x plus k, have real roots, the range of values of k is actually k is less than or equals to 2. So when k is less than or equals to when k is less than or equals to 1 over 2, this quadratic equation 2x squared plus 2x plus k equals to 0 have real roots. And we are done with this question. So the idea of tackling this type of question is to ask yourself, the first thing, is what is the question looking for. So if the question is looking for real roots, then you're going to make use of b squared minus 4ac more than or equals to 0. If the question is looking for just one root, or sometimes the question will say equal real roots, then you will make use of b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Now, if the question says that they want to have two real and distinct roots, so two real and distinct roots, then in this case, you will be looking at this condition over here, b squared minus 4ac more than 0. Okay, so the primary target when you tackle this type of question is to look at the question first. What do they want? Real roots, one root equal real roots, or two real and distinct roots. From this, you will be able to deduce which condition you're going to use. b squared minus 4ac equals to 0, b squared minus 4ac more than 0, or b squared minus 4ac more than or equals to 0. Then you're going to find a, b, and c, and then you're going to substitute into one of these three conditions over here, and then you solve for the range of values. Okay?